experience and suitable training, which will make them more amenable to mobilization in the national interest. Number 4, 5, and 6 are very important, and I'd like to read them for you, please. To enable Nigerian youths acquire the spirit of self-reliance by encouraging them to develop skills for self-employment. Number 5, to contribute to the accelerated growth of the national economy. Number 6, to develop common ties. And I think this is probably one of those important. To develop common ties with Nigerian youths and promote national unity and integration. There are over 12 objectives of the NYSC. But you see, these first 6 that I read out, very important, particularly in 2022. If you take into consideration what's been going on within the past decade and a half. So, we've seen, and I'm sure we've said this several times, some of you have your parents right now because of NYSC. Your daddy went to Jigawa and met your mommy. Your mommy went to Katsina and met your daddy. Your daddy went to Cross River State, and after having Afan, that was it. His soul was sold. His roots have changed. He now bears Efyong on the street. But people don't know he's from Ishialangwa. But that's how involved, that's how ingrained he is in that community. There are some men I know from my days in the University of Port Harcourt who bear a river's name. But their forefathers, and even they themselves were born and bred, raised in Enugu State. But they have a river's name. Their children bear river's names. Why? NYSC took them to Okrika. And then they fell in love with an Okrika girl. And they married the Okrika girl. And the Okrika girl has given them 6 lovely children. 6. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5. 6 lovely children. But is it still relevant? Some Nigerians have claimed that the NYSC isn't relevant because, some people have lost their lives. Sad to say, but we must say it. Some Nigerian youths have lost their lives in the course of serving this country. Don't forget, one of the reasons, one of the objectives is for these young people to be trained in such a way that they can be mobilized for national unity and for the economy. We've seen youth corps members used during the last elections. We've seen youth corps members used for medical outreaches. We've seen youth corps members who have been used to help in census. We've seen youth corps members who have helped to control crowds at events. And you all know, yes, I'm very sure I can make this bold claim. You all know that some youth corps members have got into some communities where they've helped build the school, where they've helped maybe even fix toilets, or even started a scheme that had become beneficial to those people. So, on this Pokey Talk station this morning, I asked, do you really think NYSC is no longer relevant?
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
0709 0923 0923 070 0923 0817 923 0002 0817 923 0003 0817 923 0007 and 0817 923 0009. WhatsApp number is 0809 030 6416 0809 030 6416. Then stroll on to Facebook and Twitter at Nigeria Info PH. At Nigeria Info PH. That's where you find us on Facebook and Twitter. Join the conversation. Follow updates and podcasts available on these platforms. Relevant or not? Let those who say aye, and the nays say nays. Let's find out from you. Austin is on the line this morning. Let's get to say hello to Austin. Austin, good morning to you. Welcome, please.
Good morning, my brother.
Good morning.
Yeah, I heard you talk about NYSC and its relevance.
Yes, please.
Yes, you see, sometimes when we discuss things like this, especially the NYSC thing, I begin to wonder if this NYSC is actually for people in the southeast, south, and the west. Because when you try to say something about scrapping it, they'll begin to tell you the relevance of NYSC. But the question is, why is it that those females in the north are not posted to this part of the country?
That is not accurate, Austin. Austin, that's exactly not accurate.
Those Muslim females in the north.
Yes.
You hardly see them posted. In fact, let me tell you, the Muslim female I have seen in this part of the country are those from the west, the Yoruba Muslims. But these are the ones that I see in this part of the world. So what of the Muslims in the north?
Once again, Austin, that's exactly that's exactly why we have conversation like this, because we need to dispel some of these notions. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't have the facts. I don't have the numbers of exactly how many people come from left or right or go up or not. But I beg your pardon. I know not one, not two, not three, not 10. I knew and I know several people who were from the north, from Kanu, who were posted down to Port Harcourt. Muslims, female. I knew and I know several, not one, not two, not 10. With my time in Kaduna, in a radio station there in Kaduna, in another radio station in Kaduna, I got to meet a few females who were northerners. They had never crossed Abuja, but because of NYSC, they were posted to Port Harcourt and Akwa Ibom. And they were asking us, those of us who were from the south then, what is it like? I heard they're this, they're militants, blah, blah, blah. These were Muslims. They came, they went, and they stayed. Now, I cannot say it's 2 billion people or 2 million. I cannot, but I do know that there are. 9.3, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Joe.
Good morning, please.
Yeah, John coming from Port Harcourt.
Good morning, John. Compliments of the season to you.
Yeah, I wish you all the best. One thing I would say about NYSC and what NYSC have done to me personally, it was giving me the kind of friends I have now. Let me tell you, before I went to NYSC, anybody I see as a Muslim, I see that person as an enemy before NYSC. But when I went to NYSC, the people we stayed together and ate together in the same place for over 1 year. We are all Muslims. Hello?
I'm listening to you, John, please.
Yeah, we are all Muslims. And I had a friend there who required to. She's from Katsina. And I can also bet you that the job I'm doing in Port Harcourt, I got it through that girl. You understand? So NYSC, in fact, NYSC, what the benefit it has done to me personally outweighs no matter whoever thinks he wants to scrap it. Why would you want to think of scrapping it?
Because John, I'm sure you know during the last elections and even during the vaccination processes across the state, some NYSC members, some core members were attacked. Some even lost their lives. Some have even been kidnapped. And remember, during the peak of the Boko Haram insurgency in the northeast and parts of the northwest, some people were even, in fact, they stopped sending people there. People were saying, look, scrap it because of security issues. Yes,
it's accepted. But can you quantify the numbers of non-NYSC members that have been seen in all of these scenarios? Can you quantify it? Like in the common man palace, between one die, will die. It doesn't matter if you is as a result of your NYSC. No. To me, like I say personally, the benefit is 100% to me than you. I cannot even imagine any disadvantage of NYSC. I serve in Osun State. That is where I serve, in Osogbo. I have never been to that place before. NYSC took me there. And even by January, I plan going back to that community because of the way they treated me. So how then would come and say this we should? No, there is no benefit at all to say you want to scrap it. It's not easy first to save money out of 19,800 naira. I left that place with almost 70,000 naira. You think So NYSC teaches a lot of things, not just about mental relevance.
And why it teaches more things, not just a gallivanting parole. That's John, by the way. 92.3. Hello, Potako. Good morning, please.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
My name is Bob. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
Welcome, Bob.
Okay, so the question you asked is the NYSC is still relevant. To me, I would say yes and no. And I will also go should be optional.
Oh, but the sports minister says we shouldn't even think about making it optional. That its objective are solid and they should continue to be promoted.
Sorry, I'm barely hearing you.
The sports minister is saying that it should not even be made optional. It is a compulsory thing. Nobody should talk about making it optional because its objectives are solid and should be promoted.
I know. The NYSC we talked about, it has benefited some people and some it has also taken their life. This NYSC made some people travel and they didn't come back.
True.
And this NYSC made people forget their skill. To me, I would say it should be optional and they should come up with something new. In the sense that maybe in a skill acquisition, or that means it must not be compulsory that you have to teach.
Okay. All right. It's not compulsory that you asked. Do you remember we had that conversation about the restriction of what services, how they can be used, talking about UCOM member, which brings me once again to the objectives. Objective number 4, to enable Nigerians youths acquire the spirit of self-reliance by encouraging them to develop skills for self-employment. That's objective number 4. Now, another one here is to promote national unity and integration. Very important. So, the minister is saying we shouldn't even have any conversation about scrapping the NYSC or even making it optional. It is compulsory so long as you graduate from a university here in Nigeria. My name is Jude. We'll be back after these messages. Good morning. Hello, Potaka returns. you just graduated from the Department of Engineering, University of Benin, and then you go up to the board where the call-up letters have come through, and then you see Gombe, and then you go, hey, Jesus, how do I cope? And then you go to Gombe State, and then, yes, it's a totally different climb from what you are used to. But after a while, you get used to it. You fall in love with the place. You settle down. That is the story of many Nigerians. Some people go serve, they don't have a great experience. Let's be honest. I don't sit down here and paint a novel or paint a sense of novelty about the NYSC program. It is fraught with a lot of challenges. It is fraught with corruption, zonal inspectors and allies, demanding or being, as it were, favored, by some people, rubbing palms so that they can do A and B or maybe not come to work or whatever. There's a lot, the amount of monies being spent for feeding, and then let's not forget the uniforms and the canvas as well. That's another debate. People talk about how corrupt the system is, seeing the poor quality that has been given to Nigerian sons and daughters in the past decade. So yes, it is fraught with problems. Does that mean it's no longer relevant? Well, I'd like to get to hear from you, as always, this morning.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
As always, please do well, turn down the volume of your radio set and refrain from making derogatory or defamatory comments. If you didn't quite see it or hear, do not make unsubstantiated claims. But very importantly, please, do not make comments that may be seen as inciting. At Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on Twitter. At Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on Twitter. The WhatsApp number is 0809 030 6416. 90.3, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning, please. Can you turn off your radio set, please?
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Jude.
Good morning, please.
Yeah, this is Marisi speaking.
Welcome.
From Melelewa.
Go on, please.
Yeah, I did my own youth service in Bauchi.
Okay.
That was 2011. We participated in INEC registration in January 2011. And in April, we took part in the general election. It was a wonderful experience. But then some people lost their lives.
Yes. Sadly.
Now, my challenge is, every time we talk about NYSC, we forget about the objective of the scheme. The objectives are wonderful. But are there improvements? Year in, year out. I think if improvements can be made, the scheme is great. That's number one. And two, Nigeria generally, every time we get involved in a problem, just like I'm telling you about the crisis in Bauchi, those coppers that died in Bauchi in 2011 were my friends because we're serving in the same village, and I touched their dead bodies.
Oh dear.
Those coppers that died in Bauchi.
Oh dear.
So, but after the challenge, everybody will forget about what happened. What can we do to foster that kind of experience? We don't look at those things anymore. So it's not good. If every day people are talking about the challenges in the scheme, and there are not solutions provided, and people are not like, okay, what can we do to improve the scheme? I think that's not good enough. But generally, NYSC is wonderful. I can speak a little Hausa because I
spent time there.
I served in Bauchi. Yeah.
Darlington. Darlington is in the Great Island. Darlington, good morning to you, please.
Yeah, good morning, Jude.
Good morning, please. Thank you for your patience, please.
Yeah, compliment of the season.
Compliments of the season to you.
You see, my brother Jude, I have to be true to you. The intentions behind NYSC was a superb intention. The intentions were good from the onset, and it was in the right dimension. But you see, okay, because I served in Zamfara, and I'm going to give you a true life situation whereby I don't want to just, not the zonal coordinator now, but even the place where I had to serve, the principal I think I would stop it like that. The principal was so intentional about it, like more or less like he was even more interested in you leaving the place so that you can share his money with you. We can share your money through that situation so that you can share your money with him. That was how bad it was. But because I wanted to understand the culture of the Zamfaran people, because of the way they were saying Sharia and all that, I wanted to truly see for myself. That's me. If you say there's death here, I want to see it for myself, how true that thing is. And I found out that it was not as the way people were painting Zamfara to be, Sharia and all this stuff. We were working freely, no doubt about it. Just do your thing. But do you know the principle of the place at some point was trying to make things a bit difficult. It was when he now saw the other side of me, it stayed clear. I just told him, I said, if I wanted to go, you are not the one that would tell me to work my transfer or to do anything about myself. I just choose to want to stay here, to understand your people. And that's how bad it is. So there are so many vices that are coming to the system that has made it unbearable. Such that if you ask me, I would tell you, let them scrap it. But the intentions were good from the onset. I wish we can remove those vices. We can fight those vices. You tend to understand people's culture. That's why I call them those Muslim guys, my brothers from the north. I call them my brothers because I was able to see firsthand some group of persons who were legal thinking persons for once, unlike what they were painted to be. Everybody has his own. Every tribe, every religious God is good and is bad aspect. But I was able to meet the good ones and some of the bad ones. And I was able to cope and adapt. So it was a right intention. But the vices, Jude, I don't know how we're going to do it. If the vices keep on, let them scrap it. It's as simple as that.
Okay. Darlington in Igritali, thank you very much for your submission. 923, good morning.
Jim, good morning.
Good morning, please. Welcome. Thank you for your patience.
Happy Christmas.
I wish you the same, please. Good morning.
Brother Jude.
Yes, please.
It's just that Nigeria as a country, and including the media industries, we are not good in keeping of records. If we were, I would have asked you to check the number of youth coppers that have been killed in this country as a result of going for their service. Then, number one, there is no proper security to protect them. Then, furthermore, I will begin to look at that the peace that we talk of, which was one of the objectives why it was set up, to bring the permanent unity between the youth of the country. And I know that millions have served and are in the nation or in the society. But today I have not seen that peace. That is those that have served enforcing that peace. That today the 6 geographical zones we have in the country. And then the youth are not united. That is number 2. Again, the way some youth coppers will be sent to institutions, and these institutions will reject them, that they don't want them. And it will just be like that. Finally, the person advocating that we should continue and make it compulsory. Then I want to ask him.
It is compulsory.
Why can't he also use this trend? Like he said, we should make it compulsory. Also make it compulsory so that immediately the National Youth Service, boys and girls, maybe replace the service. Let the employment be given to them. Is it only for them to serve? After serving, they will come and enter the society and begin to suffer. So I am of the opinion that it should either be optional or should be scratched. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. He's saying that being optional doesn't even make sense. Hello, good morning, welcome. Hello, Port Harcourt. Good morning, please. Hello. Okay, I don't think that fellow knows that his call had been taken. Well, it does happen. It does happen. 070-0923-0923, 070-0923-0923. All right, let's see now. Let's read these messages very quickly. Now, on WhatsApp, we have a message here. In fact, we have several messages. This one starts off saying, Vincent from Rivers says, sincerely, the federal government of Nigeria has failed for the outlined objective of the scheme. participants of the scheme should be made self-reliant but are now made to be job seekers and loafers on the streets of Nigeria. What a shame. Now, I served in Bosso local government area of Niger State. NYSC showed me how hospitable the people of Niger State are. It made me understand the Nupe culture. I saw pure religious tolerance as long as you abide by the common rules of the community. If you have an open mind, you will appreciate and fall in love with other people's way of life. The NYSC, like every other policy, will always have its demerits, but the merits of the scheme outweigh the demerits. DJ from Port Harcourt. Zion is speaking to us from Jerry. Zion, DJ says that the merits outweigh the demerits. Do you agree?
Yes. To me, to be scrapped. The NYSC is like a backlog to our economy.
How so?
And it's causing us more harm than good. Look at the billions of naira we spend on NYSC annually. If we would have put that money into the economy of Nigeria, it would have helped us better.
But the money is actually in the economy of Nigeria because people are hired to sew those outfits. People are paid to cook those meals. Those people have children. People are also paid, to secure areas. The soldiers, they get some allowances. All of these things stimulates the economy.
So how has it reflected to grow the economy? In all the budget they read for the source of how we fund our budget, have they mentioned NYSC? Have they mentioned it? They have not mentioned it. So it's a waste. See, our economy is dying, and we need every source to gather funds to give as a wager to build our economy. We spend money to places that we cannot even trade. The fabrics they buy, how we sure they won't buy those fabrics here in Nigeria? See, look at the visions and the missions of the NYSC have been defeated. Now we have a problem in the north. Southeast here in Anambra State. What has NYSC contributed to solve the problem there? Since the space for national integration is for peace, is to foster national this and national that. What has NYSC come up with based on the seat at home in the south, in the southeast? Based on the militancy in the Niger Delta, what has NYSC done? Based on our economy that is not growing, what has NYSC done? So you found that these people are just wasting our money. See, if it is a company now, they would have shut down that department, and that department is not functioning. It's not growing the organization. We are looking at things that is viable. Oh, we got married, we traveled there. So on your own, can't you travel there? Let us be honest, our tradition and our culture does not sponsor us to marry from afar. Our culture told us to marry close because we have this relationship with each other. If I marry from your community, there is a program we do that our community will dance to your community to know all the people there. You people will also dance to our own community to know. These are the things we use in building relationship among communities traditionally. You now brought in the NYSC that is just there wasted as like a conduit pipe, siphoning phone. You said it's for national integration. Look at the problem you are committing.
But hold on, Zion. All these problems have no direct bearing on the NYSC. It didn't start because of the NYSC, and directly the NYSC is not going to solve these problems. But the NYSC, from its objective, is meant to foster unity. It's meant to foster people spending time with each other, particularly the youths. It is the youths who will not take, like you've heard, I'm very sure you heard some of the people who called. They spend time in Osun State. They spend time in Zamfara and Bauchi State. They regard these people as our brothers and our sisters. All of that wouldn't have happened if NYSC did not come into play.
No, if it is, I'm only on NYSC based on the vision and the mission of NYSC. I'm not talking about sentimental or see this thing you are talking. Are we not doing it on our own? Are we not meeting each other on Facebook, chatting ourselves who don't know each other? How many
people would have visited Gombe if not for NYSC? Let's be honest.
That is to tell you that person does not have the act of patriotism as a Nigerian.
Have you visited Gombe?
Do you know that there are even people here in Port Harcourt that have not been? They are living in Wojio. They have not gone to Port Harcourt Township for the past 1 year. They have not been there.
Is that the kind of people you force to go to Gombe State to go and do what? I'm telling you, people living in Borokri now, Borokri Stanfield, they have not gone to oil mill for the past 3 years. They don't even know what is happening there. Even here in Pako, they don't even travel, and you expect them to go and travel to Gombe State to go and do what?
That's for it. We're talking about integration. Anyway, let me read your messages. We have one more thing to do before I leave this morning, and I crave your indulgence, please. Okay, all right. This one here says, Jude, good morning. In those days when the government was fully committed to giving quality education, NYSC was very relevant. In that time, it was a forum where the youth would give back to their country and sacrifice for them. But now the youth no longer matter to the government, and our university education is jeopardized. I do not think NYSC is still relevant. Comfort from Eneka. All right, thank you very much. Jude, I did my NYSC in Bochi 2010-2011. 6 months into my service here, the 2011 post-election violence broke out, and from record, we had 10 core members murdered in cold blood, not caught in the crossfire. That does not include the ones not on record. I mean, the hoodlums went to a corpus lodge one after the other, killing and maiming core members. I had a friend of mine killed and injured with severely, and the intent to kill. This happened simultaneously in Kaduna and a few other northern states. Those of us left Bauchi alive were spared miraculously. With that, do you now say that NYSC has lost its relevance? It should just be scrapped, please. That's an anonymous message. Okay. All right. Okay. So please, I have a task for you for the remainder of the 5 minutes that we have on the program. Please, I call on you and I'll tell you what I would like for you to do. Those of you who are listening, it is very, very important that I share this with you. It's personal. Is it? No, it's not. It's not really personal. It really isn't personal. But it's. I would like to say it's a way of saying thank you. Please bear with me.
Talk radio.
One-stop market, super stop market for food, groceries, electronics, home appliances, skincare products, phones, and so much more. Now, their Christmas giveaway and sales is still going right now, so you can enjoy huge discounts, save big as holiday season